Hello and welcome to the third edition of Beyond a Doud. I'm your host, Adam Doud, and joining me today is a man with whom I have intersected in several separate walks of life, and most recently, it just so happens that we like to talk tech on YouTube. His name is Mike, but you can call him Bender. Bender builds. Mike Hahn, welcome to the podcast.
What's up? Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Well, you are very welcome, sir. And, this is not the first time that you have graced these airwaves. You also joined us for an episode of Very Real Reason Why Benefit of a Doubt does not tweet all that often. Because, it's tough. And like you, at least, you've got two different Twitter accounts because you've got BenderTube, which is your primary YouTube channel. And then you've got Bender Builds, I think it's Bender Builds Lego. Pimp your shit right now, so let's just get it out of the way.
All right. So if you guys want to find me for tech reviews, smart home stuff, you can find me on YouTube. It's BenderTubeOG, and everything else is BenderTubeOG.
Okay,
because some random Russian one had BenderTube. I don't know.
Oh, man. Okay.
If you want to find me for my Lego live streams and everything, I don't have 100 subscribers yet, so that doesn't have a name yet. You just have to look up Bender Builds Lego. Or you can link it from any of my social media accounts, which are Bender Lego, and I think Instagram is bender.lego.
Oh, okay. All right. So, and hey, we just crossed 100 subscribers, so
congratulations.
Thank you. We indeed do have youtube.com/c/benefit of the Doud. So I wish I could get rid of that /C. That would be nice.
You don't need the C.
You don't need the C?
You could just type it in.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, today I learned. See, I don't know about all these fancy YouTube things. I'm just a podcaster who tries to play YouTube every now and then. So now my primary question for you would have to be, who would want to watch a Lego live stream? I mean, isn't that just crazy? Oh, wait, look at that. Oh, look at that. We've got a Lego live stream.
Look at that
going on here right now. So now we're gonna get into the story, like the backstory here. And honestly, we are going to have to fill a lot of time because I think this is probably going to take a long time to build. As you can see, if you are watching the live stream or the playback on YouTube, we both have the same Lego set. And we are going to build it together because that is how we do. And if you're listening to the audio, then you're going to listen to what we talk about while we build Lego sets. So as you may be aware, I'm attempting to add a theme to every
Whoa, hold on. I'm going to cut you off. Put your wrist back on the table.
Which one?
Other one.
Oh, this one?
Is that the Wise Watch?
That's the Wise Watch. It just came in.
Mine's still in the box.
Oh, yeah? Okay. All right. Nice.
Can I also make a second request?
Yeah, okay.
Take the sets out and re-add yours first, so they're under us and not crisscrossed.
Oh, yeah. Good point. All right. So, see, you're the professional, so I will take your word. So if I do this one and then this one. No, see, it flips.
No, it hates us. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so let's do this one and then this one. Baha!
There we go. Okay, so now they're directly under us.
Let it never be said that we don't know what we're doing. So, so this is the Wise Watch. Actually, as it turns out, I got this so that I could review it on the podcast, but Digital Trends reached out to me and asked if I could review it for them. So I said, sure. Cliff got one of these, so he's going to do it for the podcast. Isn't that nice how that all works out?
That all pans out.
Yeah, so now we are on a bit of a deadline because my house is going to get really noisy in about 2.5 hours here. Okay. I don't know how long it's going to take to build this. So I think what we'll do is we'll defer to your expert knowledge in this as we go, and you can kind of give us an idea as to like how we're doing. But I'd say let's just get these open right now, and then we will commence the chit chat. I even use the I've got the Tupperware.
The Tupperware?
For like I took that as a pro tip from Bender Builds, and so I don't even know if I know how to open it. Am I supposed to push through this thing?
Every single one is something different. Some have tape. Some of them have push things. This one
has push things.
Where are the push things on this?
It's a one bag. It's on the...
Oh, I see. It's on the back.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. So that's a 2.
So I got a knife for no reason.
I've got 2 1s. I don't know what to do here.
Yes, that happened.
That's not good.
Oh yeah, you also notice that inside your bag there'll be other bags.
I've got 2 1s and 2 2s.
I've got 2 1s, 2 2s. I got
wait, you know what?
2 instructions.
No, I've got 3 2s.
There we go. 3 2s.
What's happening? All right, so that's it for the things inside. Yeah, I've got 2 instruction manuals. You know what? I bet one of them is for like the big minion, and the other one is for the little minion. I'm guessing.
Well, number 2 says rebuild Kevin into Bob.
Oh, all right. Well,
I don't know. We'll find out.
I wasn't prepared for this.
Okay. Let's put the 2s to the side.
Yeah, I mean, we'll put all the 2s to the side.
Got my 2 1s right here.
Hey, okay, yeah. I mean, what we could do is we could, each follow our own instruction guide.
Yeah.
So, you opened a 1 bag, right?
I mean, I'm opening all the 1 bags and dropping them in, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I've got... Okay, so yeah, one is a 1 bag, one is a 1 instruction manual, and the other one is a 2 instruction manual. Okay. Are there sub-numbers on the things, or... Like, how am I supposed to know which 2 to open? But
all of them.
You open all of them?
Yeah.
I think I might need a bigger Tupperware container.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, then, in that case...
You'll be right back?
No, I just want to look around and see if I can find anything bigger around here. Without, like, dumping stuff all over the stuff.
Quick separator. Perfect. I don't have enough of those.
All right, so sorry about this. Yep.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's gone. Okay. All right. Here's what we can do. I'm gonna think. No. Oh, I got this. It doesn't have one side on it, but it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? All right. So I'm building the 1. You're building the 2, right? No, other way around. I'm building the 2. You're building the 1.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
You want it? You gonna do that? Well, it is now. Bags and sub bags. I love it. So yeah, you were opening.
Okay,
1.
yeah. I see what this is. Yeah.
Yeah, you were opening 1 before.
So 2 is. You can go 2 different routes. You can choose which guy you want to build.
Oh, that's fun.
Do you want Bob or do you want Kevin?
I want the tall one. I'm gonna go with the tall one.
All right, that's say start at page 5.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is what you do, huh? This is
what I do every Sunday night, 5 p.m. Central.
And not coincident, or maybe it is coincident.
Oh, it is completely coincidental,
actually. But that's what time my podcast drops. So what you need to do is you need to look at your podcast player and you got to say, "Oh, a new benefit of a Doud just came on. That means it's time to go watch Bender for an hour, and then I'll come back and listen to this." That's what that's how we do. So, all right, cool.
Starting with the minifigure here.
All right. Oh, you're already into it. What the heck? I'm still opening.
I mean, to be fair, I do have the digital instructions queued up.
Oh, you do? Oh, look at you being all smart and stuff. Wow. Okay. Well, I've got all my 2 bags open now, including the sub bags inside the 2 bags. I am visually inspecting each bag to make sure that there are no extra pieces in there that I'm throwing away.
Oh.
So this thing is pretty much useless at this point, so I'm just going to put that off to the side. I've got some stickers here. I'm just going to put those over here. And all right, page 5. Let's just dive right in, huh?
All right.
Okay, so my audience is getting a treat because they're going to watch 2 of these things being built all simultaneous, like. And I've got the side view. You've got the fancy schmancy top view. So good for you.
Oh yeah, I got a cheat here. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Okay. And as long as we're talking about that, I was actually going to do this out in my video. I'm going to use air quotes and say studio, but what it is my sun porch where I usually shoot my unboxing videos because, it's perfect. I've got the thing up at the top, the camera mount that looks straight down. It would have been a beautiful thing, but I got my COVID shot today.
Ew.
So my first vaccination shot, and also I kind of messed up my back a couple of days ago. So like I am just in real good shape here, as you can tell. And I did not think that standing around for 2 hours was going to be really all that great for my physiology, because you see, Mike, I'm old.
Oh, you're old?
So yeah, I'm an old. So I'm an old guy that can't do all that fancy things that you young bucks can
Oh,
do.
yeah, because I'm at the ripe young age of 30.
You're 30?
I am.
Dude, I'm half again as old as you. So yeah, you are a kid. I didn't realize you were that young though. Wow. As you know what? I'm going to say this only because it was once said to me. You got to take better care of yourself.
It's even worse, as we've probably known each other for the better part of a decade. So
We have, and you know what? Let's get into it. So, what our listeners probably don't know is, actually a lot, in terms of our relationship. But Mike and I did not meet in the tech sector. In fact, we met before really either one of us was in the tech sector, which I thought was interesting, because we were both geocachers long before we first even heard of YouTube. So, Mike, do you want to take 10 seconds and explain to everybody what geocaching is?
all right. Well, the the easiest way is geocaching is like a real world treasure hunt. Mm-hmm. You are given the exact GPS coordinates for some kind of object that has a log that you have to sign once you find it. And it could be any kind of object, any size. It could be it could be hidden in something, above something.
Generally, we're talking about containers, though, correct?
Generally, it's like a little container. Sometimes it's something more or less.
What am I looking
Where
at?
am I?
Oh, I'm rebuilding that. Okay, I get it now.
Okay, and I am.
So, so people hide these doohickeys all over the world, and they post the latitude and longitude coordinates on a website, geocaching.com. Several different websites to start off with, but geocaching.com won the geocaching wars, which is why we call it the geocaching wars and not other stuff.
Not the open caching wars.
Not the open caching wars, or wasn't Terra caching one of them at one point?
I think towards the end of when I was doing it.
Yeah.
Decently.
But anyway, so and then other people like Mike and myself go find them, and when you find them, you sign your name onto a log that Mike mentioned that every cache has, and then sometimes there's like little toys or trinkets that you can trade, and then you go on to the next one, and it's kind of a fun thing. You get a little piece of paper that shows you who was there, and 9 times out of 10 they'll take you to some place that's interesting in some way. Now, interesting is a very subjective term, so
I was going to say 9 times out of 10 was pretty generous.
So, well, I mean, somebody was interested in it, obviously, because sometimes there's interest just because it's a clever name, like a fun name that you can do a pun, a play on words in order to name the cache. So that can be interesting, and I always liked a good pun in a cache name. So I was always a sucker for. There was one out here in Elgin that was called I don't remember, something like Ann Downs or something like that. So it was like and it was a lamp skirt hide that was outside of a UPS store. So it was ups and downs. I always thought that was fun. So, but yeah, so you get clever things like that. And if I remember correctly, or maybe you told me, I don't know, but I think we actually first met on one of my semi-famous but now defunct birthday outings. Is that right?
I don't know. I think we met on my birthday outing.
Oh, maybe that was it. Okay. Where was that? Where did you? Where was that we first met?
I think we had like lunch at like Jason's Deli or something. There was a whole event. It just happened to be my birthday.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I get it. I get it. Get what you're saying. So, okay. So yeah, I used to have these annual birthday outings, which, so my wife kind of hates geocaching, like only because I would disappear for like hours at a time, and she would have no idea where I was, and yada yada yada. I'm happy to report that things are much more secure these days, um, but. But yeah, so like my birthday was the one day a year that I could tell my wife I'm going geocaching, and she couldn't say no. So that's why I used to have birthday geocaching outings. The downside was my birthday is December 30th, and it's freaking cold in Chicago on December 30th. So like we would always have to, and we would always do like long power trails and stuff like that, where we would get out in the forest reserve and walk for 4 or 5 hours. And
which for those who are uninitiated, a power trail is it's just like a long string of geocaches in some kind of like row, so you can get a lot in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for explaining the lingo. I often don't do that to the detriment of my listeners, so I appreciate you jumping in there. But yeah, so like it would be like really freaking cold. And that was part of the reason why I stopped doing them. So, do you still go out caching these days, Mr. Mike, or not so much? Or
I don't.
Okay, that's allowed.
Yeah. I just I don't know. There ended up being like a lot of politics in the group, so I was like kind of like done with everybody.
Don't get me started on that.
and then like just going out further and further every time to get caches was just got obnoxious, and I had other things to do.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear that. So I mean, the thing is, like, to the listeners, once you find a geocache, you're kind of done with that geocache. You don't really. Did I put these on the wrong spot? I think I did. You don't really go back. Like, it's kind of a one and done type of situation. So, the challenge is that once you find one, now you have to go out farther to find another one, and even farther still to find the next one, yada, yada, yada. So what ends up happening is the closest geocache to you ends up being like, 3 or 4 or 5 miles away. And, now, if I remember correctly, you're not much of a driver. Is that right?
Back then we had a car.
Now we don't. No, you don't. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, that's an even bigger challenge is like, when you have to go farther and farther out and, oh, gee, we don't have a car to go there. So guess what you're doing? You're walking. So, that's obviously not ideal. But yeah, so it was, it's a fun hobby. I still do it. I do it like a couple of times a month. Actually, I was on vacation this past week. I didn't take any freelance work for this past week because my wife was on her spring break.
Okay.
And so, like, it ended up being like whenever a new cache would publish, I'd be like, screw it, I'm on vacation. I ended up finding like 6 this week, which is the most that I have found since last June.
Oh, wow.
So that's fun. Now, I should probably explain to the listeners, there's a thing in geocaching called a first to find, which means you are the first person to arrive at the site and locate the container successfully. And you get the honor, the prestigious honor, of signing your name first at the top of the log, which is, I mean, I don't need to tell you, that's a big deal, except it's totally not. But,
it's a huge deal.
It is.
I've had arguments over it.
I bet. So anyway, so I only do first to finds these days, and it's only because I have a streak, a first to find streak. I have at least one first to find per month, going back to 2008, which last count was somewhere around 150 months or something like that.
Oh my god!
So yeah, it's going for quite some time, and so like this week, when like all these new caches kept publishing and I kept saying, screw it, I'm on vacation, I would go out. I ended up getting like 6 first to finds this week. and that was like a major numbers run for me. And put into perspective, dear listeners, like Mike and I both know people who consider 6 finds a decent hour. Like,
yeah.
We know people that have found literal thousands of caches in a single day. So, like, when I say 6, most of the people that Mike and I know would be like, what'd you do after you woke up? But anyway, and that was like one of the big reasons why I kind of stopped, was because, as Qui-Gon said in The Phantom Menace, there's always a bigger fish. So when I realized that no matter how many caches I find, no matter how good a day or how good a month or how good a year I have, there's always going to be a bigger fish, and the competitive spirit in me just will not let go. So if I can't win, screw it, I'm not going to play.
Oh, man. Yeah, I remember always seeing posts about you getting your first to finds, FTFs for short.
FTFML. So, and and I'm very happy to have made my mark in geocaching lore, because as I mentioned, the FTFML stands for First to Find, More Later. That is a log that I would put onto a geocache to let other people who might be on their way or who might be considering coming out to try to find it, to be a first to find, to say, hey, just so you know, this has been found. So if you were thinking about abandoning your family at dinner, it can wait. And nothing makes me more proud than when I see people that I have never met post FTFML or First to Find, More Later on a cache, because it's like, yes, that's
Adam,
right.
you're a trendsetter.
I am a trendsetter. So, but anyway, we have probably talked about geocaching a lot longer than any of my listeners have cared to listen.
Everyone has tuned out.
Yeah, totally. Oh, don't drop one, because on this carpet I will never find it.
Oh my gosh.
Whew, yeah. So that was a close one. So Mike, since we find ourselves intersecting in various different ways, why don't you kind of give us your origin story on your YouTube channel, your primary YouTube channel, BenderTubeOG? How did that come about? What made you decide to start putting yourself out there?
Well, I have to find a nice way to say it, because I've learned to tone this down.
Oh my, okay.
Just when I started the current state of how certain people were reviewing stuff on YouTube, and to be fair, there's probably unbox in their name, so I shouldn't expect a review.
Fair enough.
But the final straw I had.
Also, keep in mind that one of the benchmarks of my YouTube channel is in fact unboxings. So just bear that in mind. I'm just saying. Yeah,
but like if you do an unboxing, it says it's an unboxing. It's not a review.
That's true. That is very true. I think I see where you're going with this.
So I was on the fence, and then there was an electric coat heater that someone took a look at. It was sent to them, and they live in Canada.
Okay.
And this was in winter. Tried it on in the studio, and said, "Yeah, that's warm," and then that was it.
That was the entirety of the review, huh?
Like, yeah, he kept talking and doing his normal, like, oh, wow, like, for the unboxing experience. But, like, he just tried it on. He's like, yeah, that's warm. I'm like, dude, it's like 20 degrees outside. Put it on, go out and see if it's actually warm.
Right? Okay.
And that's what's like, okay, well, you know what? Instead of complaining about what I'm seeing, I'll be the change that I want to see.
You know what? I always tell my kids, don't complain about the problem, fix the problem.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, cool. And so that got you in. So where did you decide you wanted to focus? I know you're kind of an Apple guy. So, like, is that where you went with that? Or did you go...
I have been all over the place.
Okay.
I think you'll remember my first one was like an Amazon Echo parody video.
Yes. Yes, that was funny.
Where I was just like cracking jokes and stuff at the expense of that lady that starts with A.
Yep. I appreciate you not activating the echoes of various people listening.
Yeah. And the one next to me that I forgot to put the mute on. So yeah. Oh. So yeah, I was doing that. I was trying to do like a comedy and tech like thing. Then I started getting tech reviews, and it's never been based on Apple.
Okay.
Because for a long time I just had an iPhone.
Right.
Like now I have a watch and an iPad and stuff, but I'm actually trying to get more into smart home tech now.
Okay. There's an opening there because like not a lot of people do a whole lot of smart home tech, like that I've seen. I mean, I do smart home tech for Digital Trends. That's, and actually I was just pointing out to my editor at Digital Trends the other day, I have done 5 doorbells in a row for Digital Trends. So I just put in my latest doorbell piece. It just went to my editor today. Can't talk about it because it's embargoed until Wednesday. But anyway, so yeah, I hear you there. So yeah, there's an opportunity for some smart home tech reviews.
And like the other thing is, it's a great time to do it because there's the new thread technology coming out, and then like the HomePod has a bunch of features and stuff now, and there's like just a bunch of stuff you can finally start doing with Apple HomeKit without spending $1 million. Because for a long time everything was like it works with HomeKit or it works with everything else.
Right.
Now everything's starting to come out with they work with everything. So you have your choice, and it makes it more of a reasonable platform to use.
Interesting story about that is one of those 5 doorbells that I did a review for was the Logitech. The name escapes me off the top of my head, but it was Logitech's latest doorbell, and I think it's actually their first doorbell camera that is designed specifically for HomeKit. Like, it doesn't even work with Android at all. But the upside to that is that is the first doorbell camera that I have tested that has facial recognition that works.
Okay.
Like, because what it does is it ties into your oh god, I'm dropping pieces all over the place here. It ties into your photos library, and the people that you have identified in your photos library as important people, it will recognize those people as they approach or as they ring the doorbell. So that was really cool. The fact that you couldn't use it with Android was not so cool, but but it is what it is. So yeah, I mean that's pretty solid. Now, I think you're going to run into a little bit of an issue though, because you live. I don't. And if we go out of bounds here, just let me know. But I know you live in an apartment, so the things that you're allowed to do to your apartment are probably going to be fairly limited. So,
and that basically just makes it where I can niche down.
Okay.
Things you can do as a renter,
Yeah, that's true. And actually, I mean, you're right. There's a fairly wide market of people that are going to be renters only. So, you can point out, hey, this is stuff that you can do.
Yeah, and then the only thing that's gonna kind of stink for people that are renting that aren't me is my landlord gives me a little bit more leeway than others might.
Indeed.
I definitely have changed out light switches and stuff, and
I want to say you have a doorbell too, don't you? You have a video doorbell?
I do not have a video doorbell.
Oh, you do not? Okay.
I have one. There's a peephole cam from Ring.
Oh, okay.
That is something that, unless your landlord's just a real jerk, something that's completely fine to do because it literally nothing drills through your door.
Yeah, just
the hole you already have for the peephole, it feeds through there.
Oh, that's cool.
And it attaches on both sides. There's no glue or screws or anything.
Nice. Okay. What am I missing here? Oh, did I just... Yeah, I did that. Okay. I actually accidentally skipped ahead a couple of steps. So I'm like, what am I doing here?
That happens.
Okay.
Yeah, they decide... That's one of my constant gripes. They decide to like change up how things go throughout your experience.
Yeah. Ooh, I just dropped another piece.
So
God. I'm so terrible with this. And did I miss? So that's 1. That's 2. Where are you getting these pieces that you want me to put together? Because I'm not seeing it, frankly. But okay, I it's telling me to get 2 of these. Oh, that's what it is. I need to find a second one of these things. Okay, sorry. And you see, I'm like normally when I'm doing this type of stuff, I'm doing it, quietly because I'm not talking. So, but like because this is an audio podcast, I kind of have to talk this out. So,
exactly. I got you, bud.
Yeah. So, well, that's cool. I mean, and I know you have a day job as well.
Yes.
So, how goes the balance between the YouTube content creation and the day job?
It's not the best, and that's why I have a Lego channel.
Okay, that's fair.
Because most weeks I am just burnt out. Like, I have scripts and stuff written. I have them written. I have thumbnails made.
Oh, wow.
I cannot sit down to record. But I can sit down for 2 hours on a Lego live stream on Sunday night and just build something and chat with people.
Yeah.
So I figure at least I'm getting something done and not being completely useless. Although I should probably stop spending all of my disposable income on Legos.
I was going to say, this is not a cheap hobby.
No.
Especially since like I've seen some of the sets that you've built, and there are some fairly impressive sets that you've got going on there. You not long ago finished the Boba Fett, is that right? The not the Boba Fett, the from the Mandalorian, or no? What's a Boba Fett? I don't know. You tell me. You're the one that built it.
So which one, the helmet or the ship?
The ship.
Okay, yes, and that one kind of got a little nuts towards the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, I picked up a bunch of, like, I try to pick them up when they're on sale or I have rewards or stuff, just to save a few bucks here.
Sure.
I ended up getting this with rewards and it was on sale, right?
Nice.
It's the slave one. It's Boba Fett's ship.
Okay.
And it's the 20th anniversary of Lego Star Wars collection.
Ah, okay.
Because when I have to say that because I got really confused when I saw that it was the 20th anniversary, and I'm like, pretty sure
they've been
pretty
around
sure
longer.
Empire's been out longer than 20 years.
Yeah, right.
So it's the 20th. They did a special thing for the 20th anniversary of Lego Star Wars.
Ah, okay.
And so I ended up getting this thing. It was back ordered, and I got it. And now it was the first time I saw this buying stuff because I haven't been doing this too long. Normally, it says out of stock.
Okay.
It changed to sold out, and there's no longer a button.
Oh.
So
What's the
it's
difference?
now a retired set.
Oh, yeah, because they like to do that. And I almost said Disney, but that's not Disney. That's Lego.
No.
Lego likes to retire stuff, like, seemingly left and right. Like, I've gone back and looked for some sets that I thought would be kind of fun. When I was doing research to do this with you, I was looking for a Lego set that I thought would be fun. And so I looked up, like, maybe the Sears Tower or... something like that. And, it turns out Lego used to have a Sears Tower set, but it was retired. And then I looked up, I don't know, some other thing. Like, I think it had something to do with smartphones. And, Lego had a set for that, but they retired it. So I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, that was the thing. I was looking to do a Lego architecture set or whatever for a while, and the first thing I thought, I was like, you know what? I'll do that Lego architecture Chicago that I always see.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you ever go to downtown Chicago, there's a ton of like tourist trap stores and stuff. And for years, you'd always see in the window that little Lego set. You'd see that and like Chicago Monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just the staple. I love Chicago, Lego, and Chicago Monopoly because they want you to buy something on your vacation. I don't know why.
Right. Well, I mean, Chicago actually does have a very big civic pride. People that live in Chicago tend to have a lot of civic pride about living in Chicago, and the Chicago flag is a very big part of that. I watched, there's a TED Talk where Roman Mars is talking about like flags, and he mentions that you go into a barber shop in Chicago and there's like 10 different things in there with the Chicago flag on it, and you go to a restaurant and there's like 10 different things in there with the flag on it. So yeah, so Chicago is all about the civic pride, and it's because we have the best flag in the world. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like for your listeners, I don't know if this is a thing like in other places, but when you're going through school and having to learn about your like state government and national government and all that stuff and do your constitution test, half the time you're working on the state one, you're specifically talking about Chicago, the representation of the Chicago flag, the history of Chicago, and it's like, bro, I don't even live there.
Well, that's because there's nothing else in the state of Illinois worth talking about.
I know, but do like other states do that? Like, if you live in New York, do you have to know the history of New York City for the test?
I don't think anybody actually lives in New York, just so we're clear. I think it's a lot of people that claim to live there, but actually end up living in tunnels underneath the city.
Okay.
So, yeah, just so you know, because, real estate there is a little crazy. I am hung up on this one piece, and I cannot find it. It's like this little control thing that I've been stuck here for the last 2
just start flipping your slopes over. It's one of them.
I have been. I mean, I do all this stuff. Slopes, that's what they're called, though, huh? Good to know the lingo.
Some of them.
I'm just...
That's one of the few things I know.
I'm like going crazy trying to find this one damn piece, but anyway. Okay, what were we saying? Oh, Chicago. The landmarks. I was gonna say, I have that set. I have that Chicago landmark set. You know where I got it?
I can probably guess.
Where?
The Navy Pier gift shop.
Nope. I got it at Motorola headquarters when Motorola debuted the Moto Z3 and the 5G Moto mod when Verizon first launched 5G in Chicago.
Okay.
So everybody had a gift bag, and
is that in Schaumburg?
No, this is downtown at the merchandise mart. Fancy.
Oh, fancy.
So you can see actually the bottom hat off to my left here. That's a Cubs hat, and you can't see it, but it has my name on it. It's embroidered on there. So that was also part of the gift bag because we went to a Cubs game that night, and the Cubs got de-frickin-stroyed. Oh, I found it! Yay! Whew! Man, I was legit stressing out about that. But anyway, yeah. So the Cubs got destroyed that game, and it was a good night though because I opened up the gift bag and I said, "Oh, a Cubs hat! Oh, my name." So, which was kind of weird. So, now, whenever I wear that hat, everybody knows my name. So
that's like your own personal Cheers bar.
It is. It's my own personal Cheers bar. Afternoon, everybody. Norm. But yeah. So I don't know. Oh, so you were talking about Lego sets and buying Lego sets and and stuff like that. So when you decided to decided to start the Bender Builds YouTube channel, that was really just more of like a creative outlet for you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's solid. I mean, hey, I can get behind that. I have tuned in on more than one occasion. Not a hell of a lot more than one occasion, but
Well, I mean, you have things to do. You don't have 2 hours.
I have a podcast to publish usually. Yeah. And this last podcast that just, and by the time other people listen to this, it'll have been like 2 or 3 weeks ago. But like, I literally had 5 minutes to hit my deadline for the last podcast I published. It was not pretty. So I published the podcast. I hit the publish button at 4:55.
Jeez.
So it was just, what screwed me up was, I took vacation, and so like I said, I'm not going to do anything, and like, unfortunately, that anything also extended to the podcast a little bit there. So. So like when it came time to like sit down and actually write the script and get everything done, I couldn't get to it. I couldn't get it done. So it just took me forever. And so like I ended up recording it. Was it like, I think I recorded it Saturday night, and I was editing it all day. So no, I didn't record it Saturday night, because in addition to being on vacation, like my family and I went out Friday night and Saturday night, and so that was kind of unexpected. So yeah, I had to record it Sunday morning. I was drinking Friday and Saturday night as well, so I had to wake up at 8:00 on Sunday, not hungover because I'm not an amateur, and but I still had to record and edit, and that was the first podcast that I have done in years. Inside Baseball that I did not do a QA listen to. I just did the QA listen as I edited it. And so like, I hope everything was great, and I haven't heard from anybody saying that I screwed up anywhere, but I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think I heard anything wrong with the last episode.
Oh, you already listened. That's nice. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I gotta listen to something while I work during the day.
While you build your Legos. I'm just kidding. You listen to your fans while you build Legos. What am I doing here? Okay, so that is that.
Oh, man, I messed up. Crud.
Oh, did you?
That's it's kind of a crap instruction.
Okay.
It's
like
there's like one of these little quarter ones, and it wants a peg inside, and it didn't really show you to do that.
No. Yeah, see, like normally I'm pretty good with the instructions, like following along, but I don't know if it's because I'm keeping the conversation going with you, or if it's these instructions themselves that, like, just for some reason I keep losing my place. So, but okay.
Oh yeah, that happens. It's a combination of everything.
So you've got your Bender Builds channel, and you go on for, you said, 2 hours every Sunday. And you build like whatever set you happen to have. Like, how does that work for you? Like, how do you, like, what if it takes too long to build? What are your plans there? Like, how does that all work together?
So there's a couple different things.
Okay.
The first would be it's 2 hours a week. So generally, if I'm starting it off and there's a lot left, it'll go on to the next week.
Okay. So kind of like a to be continued type.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, that's not a... Let's make sure. Sorry. Making sure I got this right. Okay. And then other times, like this past week, I was building the Dodge Charger from the Fast and the Furious.
Oh, fun. Okay.
And this airs on the 15th, right?
This airs on the 15th. That is
okay.
correct. Although
so that's a gift for someone.
It will air to patrons earlier than that.
The person in question is not a Patreon, though. So.
Okay.
Patron, so.
Okay. Well, maybe they should be.
I don't think you need my 60-year-old dad listening to your podcast.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you're right.
He'd be lost.
Probably.
Anyway, so the entire time, this was planned to be his 60th birthday present.
Oh, that's fun.
because he loves the car from the movie, and
I was gonna say,
it's a decent set. And then I also bought a light set and a stand for it.
oh, nice. Okay, cool. I was gonna ask, is he into cars or is he into Legos or is he into both?
He's into cars more.
Okay.
So. Actually,
Nice.
give me 1 second.
Oh, something just fell on my leg. There it is. That looks fancy.
Yeah.
Pretty. So that would be an example of a set that kind of has a deadline. So it's kind of like hell or high water. I got to finish this, right?
Yeah. So instead of the 2 hours last night, I went 4 to finish it.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm hoping this doesn't take 4 because honestly, I've never published a podcast over an hour, and I get the feeling this is going to be over an hour. But I'm hoping it's not more than like 2.
Well, if we're each only doing 1 minion, I think it's going to be.
I think
2.
yeah, we might be okay. I think we might be okay. And the bonus is, I guess I know what I'm going to do tomorrow, huh? I'm going to do the other minion. But I actually didn't even realize that there were going to be like 2 sets involved here. So this is actually working out quite nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm moving on to instruction number. What instruction number are you on?
Either 41 or 42. I'm still trying to figure that out.
See, like you're 10 ahead of me, and I can already tell you I'm mixing up. So like I don't know if yours is like this, but mine has like these electronic components in there. I'm just gonna hold it up to the book, like you can see like the little tail, reel to reel here, and like
yeah.
So like I am not staying true to those electronic components at all. I don't care what ends up where. I'm just trying.
Just first one you found.
Yeah, basically.
Which, I mean, they're pretty easy. You could just swap them out later, too, if you wanted to.
I probably won't want to. I probably won't care enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, all I know is that this is going to sit on my table next to Baby Yoda. So, we're going to have some more set decorations, which, bonus, makes this set tax deductible.
Yes, it does. So, twice.
Yeah. You get your taxes done?
Yes, I did.
Did you? Nice.
There's also a reason I started in December.
Oh, okay. I got you. So I'm not gonna talk about like any specifics or anything, but when my tax preparer got a hold of me, because I sent him all the paperwork, and I hadn't done my expenses yet. Like I hadn't put together my business expenses yet. But they got a hold of me. They said, "Well, I'm done with all of this stuff except for the expenses. So, which bank account do you want to use for direct deposit? Is direct deposit okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, direct deposit." Wait, deposit? Because I'm a freelancer, and like I know you have a day job, so you probably are at least close to breaking even, regardless, year after year. But like I'm a freelancer, and so like everything that I earn is taxed at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So like I have owed money every year since I started freelancing, which was like 2016. So like just the fact that I had money coming back this year was kind of amazing. So also a testament to the fact that I didn't work all that much last year, but whatever.
Okay, there we go.
But the fact that I had a crap ton of expenses because, startup costs for a podcast, if nothing else.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, because, I bought a laptop last year. I bought like 4 phones that I reviewed. I bought, microphone stuff and background stuff and, a Baby Yoda, which let's hope I never get audited. But
anyway. You made a video. The proof is right there.
I did, and not to mention, Baby Yoda has showed up in a disproportionate number of backgrounds of photos that I have taken for not only the benefit of a Doud podcast, but also for Digital Trends and for Android Central and for. So, Yeah, trust me, I'm definitely covered on that area.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They
okay.
audit you. You just send them a link.
Yep. Here's the link to that. Here's the link to that, and they'll get so sick of listening to my voice, then they'll just be like, "All right, fine, write the rest off. It's good." I honestly think that the government has bigger fish to fry than me, to be totally honest. But famous last words, right? Huh. Okay. So, all right, I'm moving on to number 32 here, which is good because I think this only goes up to like 66 or something like that, right?
I don't know. We're working on different instructions.
Yeah, no, actually, no. It's into the 80s. Never mind. So we're
Okay.
we're okay. But yeah. So what do you think is going to be next for either one of your channels, if you don't mind discussing the future of your channel?
Well, this next Sunday is Easter.
Uh-huh.
So there's an Easter live stream with a gift with actually, I got it right here so I can show you. So I'm going to be working on on that.
Oh, fun. Is that
this
like
Sunday.
is it a carrot house or what is
it? It's it doesn't say what it is on it. It was like something, the Easter Bunny's carrot house or something like that.
Oh, that's
something
cute.
silly.
Okay. So it's appropriate. It's topical.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fun.
We're going to work on that, and then we're going to maybe do another little one. I haven't decided yet, but...
Okay. I was actually, that's cool. That's good information. I was actually referring to more like existentially, like what do you think might be next up for either your primary channel or your building channel?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, how are you looking to evolve that concept?
Well, we're actually looking to, and then to give credit where credit's due.
Okay.
This is your idea. This is your brainchild. I elaborated on it, and I'm trying to get the ball rolling because honestly, I was trying to get like a little bit more of a base before I started it out.
Yeah. No, that's legit.
But we are going to be doing a more structured like version to this.
Okay.
Where we pick a little set, probably smaller than this.
Probably.
And talk with somebody for like an hour or so, and just interview them, like hot ones, without the wings.
Okay, but with
and
Legos
the regret.
Instead. So yeah, I mean, and when it came down to it, like when you and I were discussing this idea, it was either Legos or it was Scotch, and I think we decided to go with Legos instead of Scotch, just because that could get dangerous.
Yes.
And honestly, I wouldn't mind tipping one back with you this evening while we were working, but considering I just got my shot today and I have no idea what it's going to do to me physiologically,
I would.
Maybe that probably wasn't the wisest idea. Although it could be fun listening, I'll be honest. But yeah. So okay, yeah. I mean, that's cool. That's going to be fun, and I will be happy to come on sometime and we can build some stuff. It'll be a good time.
Oh yes.
Maybe you could just rebroadcast this episode.
Or we can just... No, I don't want to put it off. I was going to say we could do the other ones.
We could do the other ones. There you go.
The one we didn't do, you could do on the other one. But that means I'd have to put this away for a while, and I don't know.
That's a collab. I like it.
There you go.
I mean, hey, if you want to do that, I will legit put this aside and...
All right, let's do it. That's the plan then, and then we'll set up a date after this.
There you go.
All right.
I like it. I like it. It's very cool. Very fun.
Very good.
So, yeah. So, what's your favorite part about smart home stuff that you like to play with? Like, why are you getting into smart home? Obviously, there's probably something that you dig about it. So, like, what is that?
Peace of mind is the main thing.
Okay.
That's actually my next video, because someone recently attempted to break in. They did not.
Oh,
and
they
were deterred because they saw we had a camera at the door.
Amazing. Awesome. I mean, not awesome, but actually,
That's the best case scenario, though.
Yeah, totally.
That's the thing. Yeah.
I think I remember you posting something about that, or saying something about that at some point. So, yeah, I mean, it's awesome that that's what it did. That you had one job to do, and it did its job.
Exactly. So. Yeah. So, yeah, because growing up, there's always been those things like Dad constantly always, did I close the garage? I don't know.
Yep.
And then you have to drive 15 minutes home to go see if he closed the garage. It was.
Then you got to turn back.
Yeah. Then you're late.
Yep. Well, as they say on Falcon and the Winter Soldier, there's early and there's late. Pick one. There's no such thing as on time.
That's true.
And I have recently adopted that into my thoughtful things that I say to my kids. So, and yeah, I stole it from Falcon and the Winter Soldier because you know what? It's insightful and I like it. All right, where's my holy yellow block?
Yes, it's okay. I was taking a while to find my 2x1 with just one.
I heard. This is going to be so much fun to edit. It's just going to be... And normally and I think this comes across in the show, but like normally I take great pains to eliminate as many background noises as possible. And I realized early on, like even in the planning phases, that was not going to be possible for this episode. So I really hope that it doesn't bug my listeners. But I mean, honestly, guys, what do you want me to do here? So,
just, yeah.
Okay, so did I reverse this? No, I didn't. That's right. Okay. So, and then, okay, then we need some more brown bricks. So, like, one thing, and let me just, I guess, air a little of my dirty laundry here. I kind of fell away from Lego for a while there. Okay. And I'll tell you why. And it's actually still kind of true today, but like Lego became very much so too customized for my tastes. Like back in my day, get off my lawn, you kids. But back in my day, when you wanted to build a car out of Legos, that bastard had square wheels. Because, like, they didn't have round Legos,
Yeah.
So, like, you just had to build a car, and maybe it didn't drive like a car. Maybe it did have square wheels. But you know what? You used your imagination. You would go, like that, and it would be great. But, like, these days, Lego sets have, like, these customized pieces. Like what's this? What has this ever been used for? I'll hold it up to the... Oh, I think my Lego cam froze up there. But, like, this piece here. This piece did not exist when I was a kid. And how are you going to build a minion without this piece here? That is my challenge to you. But, like, as a kid, we did it. Like, we were cool with it. Like, our things would be, like, blocky as hell. They would literally look like Minecraft sculptures. But they wouldn't look like Minecraft sculptures because that's what was trendy at the time. They looked like Minecraft sculptures because Lego had thin blocks, thick blocks, 2x, 3x, 4x, and that was it. That was the entire roster. So then you've got these sets these days that have like these super long, like customized, you're building the Millennium Falcon and they actually have a piece that looks like that. Like it's like one... it's just like you've got all these like super customized pieces that needed to have been designed specifically for that project, and that they're not useful in anything else. And so like it became a bit of a turnoff for me, that you would get these Lego sets and they would be useful for exactly one thing. You could build this one thing, and that's it. Like, you couldn't use those pieces for anything else. So it was just a real turnoff for me. And, like, these days, I would say that's very similar. That's still kind of the case, but like, I guess my beef with Lego these days is that like, if you or I lost one piece from this set, we're screwed. Like,
Yeah, unless it's a peg that they put one extra of, but yeah.
Exactly. Like, I mean, we would be completely and totally screwed. And like, I've got kids, and I don't think I need to finish that statement at this point. Like, kids lose crap all the time. And so like, that was my other beef with Lego was like, my kids would, put together a set, drop it once, have the pieces scatter in 1,000 different directions, and like they would lose interest in it and scamper away. Meanwhile, I've got like a $40 Lego set on the ground in pieces. So like, that was kind of like why I got turned off from the idea of Legos for the longest time. But is this supposed to look like this? I mean, I guess. Did I miss some steps? Oh, I think I missed some. I did. I got ahead of myself. Okay. So yeah, that was like
at least that's like the key thing.
Right.
You're aware you missed something.
You have to realize it really early on or you're kind of screwed. All right, so yeah, these go on the bottom here, and then we gotta do that and that. So like that was like that's kind of like my beef with Lego these days. But since I stopped letting my kids play with Legos and now I just buy them for myself, I'm actually okay with it because you know what? Baby Yoda has been in my sun porch for like 7 months now, and he's perfectly fine because nobody ever touches him.
I know it's COVID times, but it's only been like 3 months.
No. Well, okay, it was end of November. Yeah, time has no meaning. But it was end of November. So, like...
4?
Yeah, November... no, it was end of October. Sorry. So, it was November, December, January, February, March. Like 5 months. Okay, fine. Yeah. Dr. Calendar over there, but...
Dr. Calendar.
Dr. Calendar.
I didn't hear you talking to Thunder E like this.
Well, in fairness, Thunder E is also my boss. Yeah. So let's just be totally honest there. Yeah, I gotta. You know what? I haven't written anything for him in a while. I gotta get back on that. Get back on that wagon. I mean, the thing is, I've been so busy, like just hustling. Oh boy, my wife's down here. And she does not have a happy look on her face. Let's talk to her, listeners. What's up? What about the slip and slide?
Being sick.
Oh, I did not know.
I had to go back and get her.
Okay. She's home now?
Yes.
So then no Eddie? No. Okay. I think Kyle's phone is here, actually. So... Okay, anyway, that went well. So what were we talking about?
Your Lego cam went dead.
My Lego cam went dead? Uh-oh. Why is that? Oh, close. Yeah, that's why. Because I meant to plug it in and I forgot. Hang on just a second. We can fix that.
It's okay. We know that it's only been a couple minutes, so nobody's missed out on much.
Right. Okay, so let's cancel. And looks like it might be coming back.
Yes!
Yay! There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Thank you for pointing that out because I was totally not paying attention at all. Okay, so all of this will probably get edited out, but
it works out well.
Yeah, it turns out my daughter got sick while she was at class, so she had to come home.
Oh no!
Yeah, poor kiddo. But okay. My wife is mad that I wasn't responding to texts, but in my defense, all of my phones are in drawers right now, so Not like she didn't know that was going on. So, is that supposed to be like an eyeball? No, that's supposed to be just a plain gray piece. Crap. So, I need to find like 2 of these flat gray pieces that are not eyeballs.
Oh, cool. And that have a hole or don't have a hole? Because mine has both.
That do not have a hole. No, and I'm talking about a 1x. Like not a 2x2, a 1x1.
Oh, like the little peg stud thingy.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I suppose the good news of all of that, not to be cold-hearted, but if my daughter is already home, that means it's not going to get loud as hell in here in a couple of hours. So, if you want to take that as a positive, or if you just want to take that as me being a bad father, I could.
We'll take it as a positive.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I'm a realist. So wait, am I not supposed to have an eyeball on here, or what? What's going on? Like
The eyeball's later, no? How far are you?
I'm on.
I got a mouth. I'm not even to the eyes yet.
Well, no, I mean I'm only this. I'm like I barely have a body.
So no eyeballs.
No,
the eyeball is for your minifigure.
Oh wait, is this the flat one that I'm looking for? Yeah, it's the one. Okay.
Yeah, the eyeball is for your minifigure.
Oh, is that what those are for? Okay. Look at you. You're like a pro. Do I need? Okay, good. I only need one of those. Thank God.
Okay, I got
All right,
that.
so
Where
does that go? That goes here. Okay. So this is fun.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is definitely like very much like the last episode of Beyond a Doubt. This is going to be one for the YouTubes, not so much for the podcast.
This is a visual experience, definitely.
This is a visual experience for sure.
Although to be fair, I did not think that I would be able to get through 2 grown men playing Call of Duty Mobile, but I did, and it was quite easy.
Why not? What's wrong?
Well,
with
as an audio experience, I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it, and it worked.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how, but it did.
You know what? It did work, and I can comment on that actually because like as I was editing that podcast, I was very fully prepared to just like cut out about of stuff. Maybe even like drop in and be like, hey, audience, just so you know, this part was really boring, so I cut it out, But I didn't have to do that because, we kept the conversation going. And that's what a good podcast does, is it keeps the conversation going. And I think you and I have done a pretty good job of that. We're just over an hour in, so we're doing good. So maybe this might end up being a 2-parter, but yeah, we're doing okay here, I think. So
there it is.
Now the only question is, am I going to end up sleeping on the couch tonight? Stay tuned. Actually, you probably don't have to stay tuned. I could probably answer that question now, and the answer is probably yes. So,
don't worry, I'll probably be sleeping on the couch too, but it's because I fell asleep.
Oh, well, that's...
Not because I'm in trouble.
Okay, well, I mean, to be fair, I probably will volunteer to sleep on the couch just so my daughter can snuggle with my wife, so she feels a little bit better.
There you go.
Yeah, my daughter has some...
See, folks, 5 minutes ago he said he's a bad dad, but now he's making concessions for his daughter.
I am.
So he made his own argument invalid.
I'm a decent dude.
Leave a review on the podcast saying how good of a dad Adam is.
There you go. Comment down below. Like and subscribe. And don't forget to visit my Patreon or whatever. I mean, God, man.
But, if you want all that bundled up in a neat little package, you got to go to benefitofthedoud.com/support.
You've been listening to my outros.
Every week, buddy. Every week.
Oh, man. It's like I saw this picture, this meme of like it was like a brick wall, and it was like a pallet of bricks that was like stacked up, like it was on a pallet, like, but it was off the edge of like all the rest of the bricks.
Okay.
And it said like something like my self-esteem on the internet, and then there was like a stack of like bricks, like one column of bricks that was like holding up this entire pallet off the ground, and there was an arrow that said the 13 people that always like my stuff. And I'm like, oh, I can totally relate to that. So, because you are one of the 13, Mike. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
And now that we're an hour in, we should also mention that Mike is a patron of the Benefit of a Doud podcast. So,
Yeah.
just saying, it's good enough for Mike. It's probably good enough for you too. All right, so I can move on. Okay, so I'm starting to use some pieces that aren't one buys, so that's probably a good sign.
Does the highlight of his eye make a difference?
Probably not.
You know, I'm questioning it because I said the same thing with the stupid Harry Potter owl, and it looked weird as heck. I was like, he just looks weird. What's wrong with him?
I don't know. You just had me cackling like a girl, so that's probably okay. All right, so that's there, and this
That's
goes,
right.
that goes there. You know, one thing I like about Legos, I will give the designers this much credit. Like, you could be building a Lego set, and you're going to get to a point where you've got like one little piece hanging off with like all this other stuff like piled on next to it, and you're like, that's never going to hold, bro.
I said that like 4 times the other night.
And there's always like, some piece that comes together that puts it all in place and like locks it in. You're like, oh man, I didn't even know how you were going to do that, but here you are, you did it. Well done. So I think I missed something here, but I don't know, because this looks like it's too high.
There's a sticker sheet?
Yes, there is a sticker sheet. I've got it here.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Although if you're already up to the stickers, that does not bode well for me, I'll be honest. Because I'm still on instruction number 45 of 80.
Bodes well for you because I got to find the freaking stick. There it is.
Okay.
It's in the thing. I'll slow down.
No, you're fine. You do you. You're fine. I'm really worried that we're not going to be able to keep the conversation going for long enough to.
Oh, we got plenty, dude.
We do. So, all right.
Legos, we got tech. Like, there's an Apple event coming out next month, supposedly.
There is.
Supposedly.
Well, we don't talk about rumors on this podcast, though.
Oh, okay.
No, but they did. I think Apple sent out announcements for WWDC this year, didn't they?
They already sent those out? Isn't that not till June?
I want to say...
They normally don't do it that early.
I want to say I just read that. Oh, shoot. I just lost a piece, and I hope it didn't go in the garbage. Let's see here.
Banana.
This is banana. Oh, there it is. Okay. It did not go in the garbage. You know what? I'm just going to put my garbage can like way away, far away.
Good idea.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't do that at the start. Oh, God. I'm so old. Okay.
All right. Pro tip time.
Yep.
All right. Now, you got one of these. You got one of these in there.
Straight into the camera. That's a good tip. Okay. What do I have?
You got one of these. It's in the other bag. But
Oh, okay.
if you got a sticker,
Mm-hmm.
put it on the edge of that, and it makes it easier to line up.
Holy crap. That's awesome. I did not know that. So you've got like the lever thing that you can use to pull pieces off, like if you screwed something up.
Yep.
And so what you do is you just stick the end of the sticker onto the end of that lever thing, and you can line up the pieces where they need to go. That's cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I learned that a few weeks ago, and my mind was blown. I was like, that makes it so much easier. Like, I got these big sausage fingers. I'm trying to, like, put it on. I'm, like, peeling it off. I'm like, oh, if I just do this.
Preach, friend. Trust me, I hear you on that. So I got my big old sausage fingers myself. I've got one big green eye and one big brown eye. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But anyway, so bada bing.
Oh, yeah, you have several different eyes in there because you have 2 possible figures.
Okay.
That's
Well,
why.
my pile of extra Legos here is getting smaller, so I'm
That's
holding
good.
out hope that we might be able to get this in under the wire. But the more I say that, the closer we're going to get to the end
The
of that
wire.
second hour. So maybe I should just shut up. Okay, so now we need you And oh wait. Oh
No,
yeah,
I'll give
yeah.
you this.
Oh,
This is the first time I'm doing a playset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is the distinction between like a play set and another set? Like what is the?
Well, generally there's like something in it that you can have your figures play with.
Really? Oh,
As
okay.
where Baby Yoda, where it's just a sculpture.
Yeah. Okay. So how long did it take you to put together that Baby Yoda? Was that done in one sesh or two?
That was done in 2 sessions.
Okay. I want to say my total time was about 3 hours.
Yeah, mine took a bit longer than that.
Oh yeah.
But then again, it's doing a lot during a live stream.
That's true. And you're talking to people. And,
Exactly.
okay, so I did that. Okay, we're moving on. Almost to number 50. Okay, 1,
Come on,
2, 3.
67.
Okay, well, you're not that far ahead of me anymore.
Exactly.
So, am I speeding up or are you slowing down? Be honest.
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. So, yeah. So, I know you're an Apple guy. How did you reach that conclusion? Like, how did you end up on the Apple train? Was it something you just did early on, or was there like some decision making behind it, or how did that work out?
No, there was decision making behind it.
Okay.
It was 100% because of early Android.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I
That's a
had
strong
so many
argument.
problems with like my just fragmentation and stuff, and this not working, that not working, and I was like, you know what? It was the iPhone 5S. My contract was up with Verizon. That was the other thing too that kind of just Verizon.
Okay. That is also a strong argument.
Yeah. And then so yeah, we're actually. I think we were at a geocaching event when my contract was up, and we left so I could go get the iPhone 5S.
Nice.
It was like the weekend it came out.
I see what you mean by these stickers. Yeah, I'm going to have to stick these on now because I do not want to have to take this apart later and try to do this.
Yeah.
Although I could, I mean, they're inside, so like maybe I just don't care. Maybe I'm just going to skip the stickers in an effort to try to catch up to you.
Okay.
So
Sounds
yeah,
fair.
I mean, like I said, this is going to be sitting on my table as a set deck, so it's not like I'm going to be actively playing with the thing, as far as you know. But anyway, okay, so yeah, so I get that. So Android has some issues. Now that Android has started to kind of, what do they call that when you kind of get things fixed? What is that? Like, now that they've cleaned house
better?
a little bit. Well, they've cleaned house a little bit.
Yeah.
So, like, now that Android has cleaned house, like, what was the latest Android phone that you used? Was it the TCL?
Yes, the latest one that I've used is the TCL 10 Pro.
Okay.
And I'm happy with it right now. I mean, it's still got. I don't have Android 11, but I am happy.
That's TCL. So
Yeah.
they're kind of new to the whole.
Well, to be fair, that's still a whole thing in itself, and that's one of the things they got to get worked out still.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But it's just not as bad as it used to be.
Yeah, they're a new OEM. Like they've been an ODM forever, but they're a new OEM for themselves. So, okay, so this goes on like.
Well, I was saying to the point that it's not just them. Like,
yeah,
I have a OnePlus. I've had OnePlus devices. They still take forever. Mm-hmm. And then it's got to go to your,
No, OnePlus
got to go to your
quick.
carry. It took 6 months for me to get Android 10 on my OnePlus 6T.
I don't.
And
remember
it was
if that long for me.
they dragged their feet, and then T-Mobile dragged their feet.
Really, maybe it's because you had a carrier branded one. Did you had a carrier branded one? I'm guessing.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they got it. If you had like the global version or non-carrier branded, you got it like 2 months sooner, but it's still like 4 months.
Okay, yeah, OnePlus, I mean, historically has always been pretty good about updating their phones. Like, I want to say when one version of Android came out, I don't remember which version off the top of my head, but it was during my Android Authority days, which would put it sometime between 2017 and 2020. I want to say like OnePlus actually had the newest version of Android out before Google did.
Oh, wow.
So, or no, wait. No, maybe I'm thinking of Essential. No, but I think it was OnePlus then too. Like there was one build, and I want to say it was Android 10 that OnePlus was like super. Like there were like 2 or 3 OEMs that were like super on the ball for getting that out, and then like Android 11 came around and everybody screwed it up again. But
Yeah.
but I'll be honest with you, like software updates for me have never been all that important. Like the main reason I wanted, I think it was Android 10, was because they put the location access permission in place where you could designate so that an app could only have your location while the app was open. Like
Yes.
that was one that I was really really chomping on the bit for. So but like in general though, just getting the latest and greatest version of Android has never been a huge priority for me. So, I get why people want it, and certainly security updates are important. No arguments there. But like, just as far as like the actual build, like I know some people that will not absolutely will not buy a Motorola phone because Motorola is pretty terrible with software updates, and I get that. But at the same time, Motorola has a pretty good Google experience, to be honest. So like, it just kind of depends on your priorities. So.
Sure.
Yeah. So, is your next phone going to be an iPhone 13 then, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Not even a moment of hesitation there.
There is not. I'm sorry, but I mean, there's. What am I trying to say here? There will be an Android phone. I just don't know what that Android phone will be.
Okay, that's fair.
That's fair. I got a free third line from T-Mobile. I make sure I use it.
I got a free 6th line from T-Mobile, but yes, I understand the sentiment there. So, was that a recent free third line, or was that?
It's been since right before they did T-Mobile Tuesdays. I've had that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's pretty old school. Then I want to say like I got a free 6th line from them last September. So like you have to understand, like I've got 4 people in my family, and I've got my mom. I do her cell phone too, and
Okay.
so so that was 5. And then I got an email from T-Mobile saying, "Hey, we'll give you a free line, free of charge." I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Yeah." So I'm like, "Okay." So I went in and I got the SIM, and I had to pay like $50 to activate the SIM or something like that, or whatever it was. But yeah, ever since then I've had a 6th line, which works out because I usually carry 2 phones with me anyway. Mm-hmm. So, if you can't get a hold of me on one, you could usually get a hold of me on the other, except when I'm podcasting, then you can't get a hold of me on either, as my wife learned this evening. So, but yeah, and I heard, like, I guess the T-Mobile guy when I was talking to him, they said, yeah, I guess they do that basically just to inflate their numbers. And I'm just like, okay, it's a little silly, but it works.
Makes sense to me. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so that was. But I guess one of the reasons they do that is so that people can get that extra line for free, and then take advantage of some phone buy promo, like where when you activate a new line, you can get a phone for a severely discounted price, and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So like what they'll do is they'll throw in the line for free, hoping that you'll end up signing a 2-year contract with them to finance a new phone. Which also makes a certain amount of sense.
Yeah, they're making some kind of money that's not completely
right. But
makes sense.
Yeah. So there's a little pro tip for you. I did not realize that you were a fellow T-Mobile subscriber.
Oh yeah. I remember the beginning of T-Mobile Tuesday. Every week, I'd be eating a Domino's pizza. Because we had 3 lines, I'd be eating Domino's pizza pretty much all week.
There you go. Probably not the healthiest thing you've ever done, but
it was free.
But it was free, yo. Hey, I'm actually starting to build a body here.
All right,
that's kind of exciting.
Doing hair or something? I don't know.
Okay. But yeah, we used to, we get Netflix often. Actually, I believe T-Mobile. Oh, did you get your MLB subscription this week?
Oh no, I used to give that to one of our mutual friends because I don't really watch baseball.
We have mutual friends.
Yes, from the geocaching days.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, which one? Now I'm curious.
Nathan.
Use their geocaching name. Oh, okay, gotcha.
I have to use his real name. I can't pronounce that the right way.
You know what? Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. That is not easy to sort out. But speaking of sports, though, I don't know if you've heard of this, but there's a service that I discovered which is good for sports watching cord cutters called Hehe Streams.
Hehe Streams. Okay.
Hehe Streams. Hehe Streams. And basically for like $100, you can have like a full season of baseball, no blackouts.
Okay.
And I don't know what kind of deal they have going on. Like I don't know who they paid or whatever. But the only reason, like it's shady as hell. Like when you first sign up, like now they take PayPal. But like in the early days of Hehe Streams, the only way to pay them was through an Amazon gift card with their name on it. Like if you want to talk about like shady stuff, that's pretty shady. But so I decided to try them out this year, and the only reason I did that was because The Verge wrote them up, and so I'm like, well, if The Verge is writing them up, they're probably pretty legit. So I'll give it a shot. But so yeah,
just blindly following what The Verge does.
Yeah. Well, I am a bit of a shill in that regard. So
do me a favor, don't build your own PC.
Don't worry. Don't worry at all. Oh, there it is. Oh man, I was stuck on this one piece for a while there, but yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna try them out for a little while, and if they seem legit, maybe I'll talk to them about doing some kind of like sponsorship deal or use my referral code or something like that. Because but I'm going to take the hit for my listeners first. So. Don't sign up for them just yet. Give me a few weeks and I'll let you know. But yeah, so I think that could be potentially useful because you're not much of a sports guy, right?
No, mainly just the Blackhawks.
Okay, well they do hockey.
Oh, there we go.
So are you a cord cutter or do you have a cable cutter?
Oh no, we're completely cord cut. I don't even have Sling TV anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, this legit could help you out then. So, it's just unfortunate that you like the Blackhawks because they're kind of terrible now. But
yeah, well,
yeah, no, I get it. So, okay, I need 2 more of those pieces. Like, some of these Lego sets when you're building them, they just kind of make sense in how they go together.
Yeah.
So like, when I see what's missing, I usually have a good sense as to like what I need in order to make it work. So like there is a certain logic to it.
Oh, is this a hand?
Oh, no, don't lose that. Okay. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, and the arm. Look at that.
There are too many. I can decisively say that there are too many round pieces in this set because they are just rolling all the hell over the place. So, anyway.
Yeah, we got a hand. Okay.
We got a box. I just watched Seven not too long ago.
Okay.
As long as we're chatting about nothing in particular, HBO Max, man. I have been spending a lot of time on HBO Max recently.
Oh yeah.
So like,
how
it's
could
like
you not? Like, it's one of the best deals right now.
Well, it's so expensive. Like, it's $15 a month.
Oh right, yeah, it is. Sorry. I got the pre $11.99 deal. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I signed up for a 6-month deal with them. So it was like like $70 for 6 months or something like that. Something like that. It was like right around Christmas, and I wanted to watch Wonder Woman. And as it turns out, that was a bad decision.
I know.
But,
Whew. Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, but no, I've been enjoying the hell out of HBO Max because, like, you know, some of the movies that they have are like movies that I haven't seen in so long. Like Beverly Hills Cop trilogy, just finished that. And
Nice.
like, you want to talk about Eddie Murphy at his finest. That was good stuff that Eddie Murphy was doing.
That was when he still had his original laugh.
Yeah. I can't do it. I'm not even going to try. Yeah, you did it worse than I did.
Shut up.
But yeah, like, so I watched that, and I watched what was the TV show, the West Wing, which is an awesome show, like, so good. I kind of wish that the West Wing was still around, but really good show there. And I just started watching The Sopranos, so that's all on HBO Max. And you know, this podcast not brought to you by HBO Max, but you know, it could be. HBO, call me.
Yeah. Exactly. HBO, Warner Brothers, whoever.
Yep.
Get on that.
And the Suicide Squad trailer came out this week. Did you see that?
I have not watched that trailer yet. Everybody keeps getting on me about that. I got to do it.
Are you like into it? Are you like into the Suicide Squad, or?
I kind of liked the first movie. Not really.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Are you?
It was not all that.
Are you a Guardians of the Galaxy fan?
Well, of course, yes.
Well, okay, so it's James Gunn this time around, which, I mean, you know, having been a fan of his work from the Guardians of the Galaxy, that's enough for me. But like, the trailer is pretty good.
Also, it's included in my subscription, so that's good enough for me.
So like, and like, you know, that was funny because, you know, they said the Suicide Squad is coming out on August 6th, which is decidedly a couple of months after my subscription ends. Is that like a flower petal that I'm looking for?
Yep.
Here? Or, but for behind the screen, really? Yeah, I guess so.
It's not a visible piece.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just wondering why. But anyway, because
they,
so
you know how you said they use parts that don't really make any sense for one thing?
Yeah, I guess
that this is how they make up for it.
But anyway, so I was saying, like, you know, that comes out a couple of months after my HBO Max subscription runs out. So, you know, mission accomplished there.
Yeah.
I will definitely be keeping HBO Max at least until August 7th. But no, I mean, like, realistically though, I could see keeping HBO Max for a while because I was listening to Phil Nickinson from whattowatch.com, friend of the show. And he was on the Android Central podcast, and they were talking about like all the different streaming options that are out there, and you know, there's a ton of them. But he brought up a good point. He's like, you know, we're in an era of TV streaming where we are just so spoiled by $7.99 and $6.99 and stuff like that, you know, for streaming entertainment, that like, you know, $15.99 seems completely outlandish. But at the same time, like, you know, there's some value there, you know, especially with what, you know, HBO Max and not so much Netflix anymore. You know, I'll be honest, if I wasn't a T-Mobile subscriber, I probably wouldn't have Netflix at this point. Like, I would sign up every now and then just to, like, you know, stream a show that came on. Like, you know, when Witcher Season 2 shows up, maybe I'll sign up for a month or something like that. But, I mean, you know, to be honest, like, services like, you know, Disney Plus, they just raised their service by $1. And it's like, oh, well, you can see the beginning of the end going for Disney Plus there. Because I don't know about you, but I remember when Netflix was $6.99 a month.
I do too.
Yeah, so
I lost one.
Oh no! And you see, just like that, your whole set's ruined. Okay, and your set's back. Congratulations.
There we go. I actually might have the extra of this somewhere.
Probably. And like, can't you go online and like order individual pieces if you?
So yeah, you can actually go in the back of your manual. It's got all the parts and their numbers. And then
nice.
You go on to Lego.com and tell them what part you're missing, and they will get you the same or a similar part.
Okay, that's legit.
Because sometimes it's a licensing thing where they can only like distribute that piece with that label with the set.
Which, I'll be honest, is kind of hilarious, but okay.
Yeah, that is funny, but I think that's just a way for them not to like sit there give out a bunch of like Slave Leia minifigures or something.
Because that would be like high on the list of a lot of fanboys there.
Yes.
And I'll be honest.
So I got news for you.
Are you done?
I'm done.
You're done. All right, I'm only on step 66, so.
But it's okay because I can play now. I can play with it because I'll never play with this again.
Okay. All right. Well, that's legit. So you play with your little thing, and I'll just keep on.
Thing, I mean.
I'll keep on trucking, and it'll be. This will be good radio.
Lee, his eye moves.
Banana.
Banana.
But I have to finish this so that they can say hi to each other before we end the podcast. So yeah, do you ever watch that show Lego Masters? Did you check out the first season of that?
I watched a couple episodes, and the only reason I watched it was because it's hosted by Lego Batman.
Oh, okay. So you like the Will Arnett aspect of it?
First of all, I love Will Arnett. Okay, you're never going to tell me that the best episode of the Late Late Show was not the episode that he hosted.
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
You will never find it, but it was the greatest thing ever. He did it for one night. He had on John Krasinski,
nice.
and then the guy, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, the guy who played Tobias on Arrested Development.
Okay, yeah. I know. Wait, Tobias? Is that
Tobias
Funk?
Yes, David Cross. There you go.
David Cross. Okay. I thought you were talking
a lot of extra parts.
I thought you were talking about the.
This is the most extra parts I've ever seen, which totally concerns me. Okay. Yeah, it was him, John Krasinski, and Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay. All right.
And like every time they come on the stage, they're like, "It's a shame what they're doing to you. There's a shame what you're doing." And then they go, "Can we just have like a look back at like the good times?" And it would go back. It would go back to scenes from earlier in the episode with like sad like remembrance music to it. And they did it like 4 times.
Okay.
And then
I have to admit, like, when I saw that he was hosting Lego Masters, I was, I'm like, Will Arnett's okay. He's kind of like a small doses guy for me. Like, I can watch individual things that he's done, but like, and obviously I watched Arrested Development, obviously, because, what psychopath wouldn't watch Arrested Development?
Exactly.
But, do I have to assemble a thing here? Like a
generally, that's the gist of it. Yes.
No, but like a moving part here. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about that. But anyway, so I watched Arrested Development, but he was always okay. He was always a little bit too Chris Farley for me. A little bit too over the top. But that's cool. But like, I really enjoyed what he did with Lego Masters. I thought it was like really good, and like the writing was great, and his improv was like really good. So might have converted me into a Will Arnett fan. But you said you only watched a couple of the episodes. Was it like just the content that wasn't doing it for you, or just never got around to it, or what happened there?
Just I forgot about it and didn't go back.
Okay. My wife and I actually watched that together. It was like our date night show for a while there. Oh. So we set very low bar. But yeah, okay, so that goes there.
I mean, generally, I'm just going back and showing my girlfriend 80s comedies movies that
there you go.
That like my dad showed me.
Like Beverly Hills Cop, for example?
Yes, but in order as compared to the last time I watched it.
Ah, okay.
I don't know if you remember this. There was some weird brief stint where Netflix was trying out auto-playing movies.
Vaguely. I vaguely remember that.
So I don't even know what I was watching originally.
Okay.
But me and a buddy were working on something in my apartment, and the first movie ended, and it played Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, I like Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. Then it played 1.
Oh, you got through that one. Let's try this.
And then to wrap it all up, we went back to 3.
That's funny.
I was like, I mean, they're good movies, and thank God they don't bank on me knowing previous information. But
right. Well,
Christ.
especially since it had probably been years and years and years since you last watched them.
Yes, it'd been a long time.
So yeah, there was a bunch of I forgot that Belky Bartakamus was in it. And Bronson Pinchot is his name for reals, but his character was good, and all right, so that goes there. But yeah, so I just finished Beverly Hills Cop. I've watched Argo. I've just watched a ton of stuff from HBO Max recently. So at the same time, I've been utterly ignoring Netflix pretty much. It's a little sad, but am I doing the right
he is so creepy without the full-size eyes. That thing's staring at me. It's like someone deformed an Amazon box, and it's trying to murder me.
Wow, that's graphic.
It's an audio experience. I want your viewers to know how that made me feel.
That's a good call there. All right, I'm on 75, so I might be hitting the home stretch here.
Yeah, you're getting close. I mean, there's eyes and then there's a head, and that's basically it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, you got arms and legs left too.
I still got arms and legs left. Yeah, we're gonna.
Those are pretty easy though.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how my audience is gonna take this long of an episode. It's a long episode. I'm gonna be honest. So, but I think. I like to think that we have kept a good conversation going.
Yes, we have. I mean, we've talked about everything from geocaching to that one episode that Will Arnett did.
Oh, man. Let's see here. So these scripts that you have written that you haven't had time to sit down and record, what are they about?
So, as alluded to earlier, the one is about the gentleman who almost robbed me.
Yeah.
And then just a little about the experience and the stuff I had in place that made it possible where this is all that happened.
Yeah, okay.
And then I got just some Amazon Echo setup and tutorial videos written.
Okay. All right. So yeah, okay, we're getting.
And then at some point, I don't know where it is. I have one where I filmed a whole horror movie sequence, 2-3 minutes long.
Okay,
But I actually haven't written a script for that one yet. Just that part.
You just have the horror movie.
Yeah, and that's actually filmed.
Oh, all right. So, is that an independent film project, or is this a smart home video?
No, it's part of it. It's part of a smart home video. It's just
okay.
a fun kind of way to do it.
All right. Wow, you're digging into your filmmaker genes there. I kind of like it.
I know.
Oh, why am I getting stuck on another piece here?
I mean, I'm no Rob Zombie or George A. Romero, but
yeah, that might actually be okay.
Get a little bit of a thrill.
That might be okay then. God, it's I have so few pieces left, but the one I'm looking for is black, and it's in this black basket, and so that's not going well. Yeah. Come on, where are you? I don't want the last 20 minutes of this video being me saying, where are you, but
that's 60 minutes of my live stream, so that's okay.
That's true.
Come on. Tell me this is the time. No. I'll say I haven't had that experience since I started the live stream.
Oh, really? Like losing?
I have not had, like, I've lost pieces and had to go find them, yes.
Yeah.
But I've never had a piece missing from the set.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
the two 89 Batman sets that I bought before I did the live stream, both of them had parts missing.
Oh, that's messed up. That's not cool.
I was like, what the heck?
Seriously, like that is very. Oh, so now I got to open this up and put these things on here. Why couldn't you just have me do this when it was closed? But okay.
Yeah,
so
that doesn't make sense to me either. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
there's a similar thing over here.
Well, and I'm a little curious as to why these things open up to begin with. I mean, did I miss the part of the Minions movie where they actually like turned out the Minions were all like little robots or something? Or did I miss a memo there? Or like
there's a thing in here I'm still confused about because it's got like handlebars but nothing attaches to it. Generally something clips into that and I'm concerned I missed it.
Yeah.
Well, I got time. I should go back and look.
I was gonna say maybe that's why you finished so much faster than I did.
Yeah, but I don't have any like parts that would make sense that would go there either, like left over. I'm looking.
Well,
I'm going back. No, yep. There's the last time I saw it, and it's totally still open.
We did say there is a certain logic to Lego building. So
yeah,
if you're not feeling that, then. But I think what's kind of amazing me is like this whole thing just opens up into like a gigantic like robot thing, and like the fact that it's so solidly built and put together, and the fact that it still opens up is kind of amazing to me. So
could totally be something there though. I feel like there should be two pieces here. Should there?
Okay, now I got to do some kind of gear assembly. Let's see, we got this barrel thing.
Oh, there we go.
Mean,
I did miss something.
The good news is, like, I'm down to not a whole lot of pieces left, so it seems like I should be able to find these a lot faster. So, that's nice.
There you go.
So that goes up in there.
Ah, yes, now that's more solid. Okay, I did miss something.
Okay.
There we go.
This sucks. Is there a sticker that goes on here? I don't care. So I just thought of something that I need to ask my wife, but I don't want to put the show on hold, and I don't want to text her because maybe she like won't text me back because of it, because of all this. But anyway, that's okay. I think we're getting there. We are almost there.
Oh, yeah.
We are in the home stretch. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but that's kind of where I am at this point. So, I'll just hold it up because this camera seems to be working a lot better than the iPhone.
Yes, now it has rods through its eyes.
The iPhone
totally less terrifying.
The iPhone as a game cam worked really well, but it's not working so well as a Lego cam. I don't know why, but anyway, it's fine. I wonder if maybe I turned off Wi-Fi on my iPhone or something. Maybe that's what's going on. But
could be cellular connection.
Yep. And cellular connection in my house does not work very well at all.
Oh, heard.
Okay, excuse me. All right, so you, without the sticker, go here. I'm missing some kind of wrench that I'm supposed to hang up here, but oh wait, here's the wrench. Okay. All right. So I need to clip that into here. See, I'm down to the wrenches, so that's probably a good thing. So then this clips around here, and the ray gun. So I've got the ray gun done.
Oh man, you got a ray gun? I just got a harpoon spear and a boomerang.
No, I do have a boomerang, but you know what? It's a banana.
No, I actually have a boomerang.
Yeah, no, mine's a banana.
Yeah, see, yours are much more practical. I have a harpoon spear without the harpoon.
It's kind of funny. All right, so that goes there. And then I have a wheel. Where's there a wheel? Oh, here's a wheel. Okay. And where does the wheel go? In the middle?
Banana.
Yeah, it must go in the middle there. Okay. All right, and then what else? Oh, another wrench. God bless America. Okay. So we put the wrench there. Okay. 82. Oh, I'm starting on the eyes.
So close. You're so close.
I'm starting on the eyes, and I keep bumping my headphone on the microphone. Sorry about that, everybody.
Also, folks, just to be clear, he has more steps than me because mine totally ended at 83.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Oh,
too.
yeah. Also, 83 for mine was just stand it up. So there's 82.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And, but I mean, again, you are the Lego master, so I will not claim to be anywhere near your level of ability.
Oh.
So let's see. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 3. That's a 4. Oh, shoot. Wait. What? 1, 2. Oh, okay. Yeah, guys, screwed up. Okay. White 3. There we go. And then 4. And then I have to do 2 of those, I'm guessing. So there's a 1. There's a 2. Ugh. Bloody hell. Ugh.
Ooh, they gave me an extra eye.
So it's how are you I don't know what I was going to ask, so never mind. Okay, so now I need eyeballs. So I have 2 different color eyeballs, is that right? Oh wait, no, these are eyeballs here. Yeah, okay. So here's a brown eyeball and another brown eyeball. And then I stick these on. And do these like spin around or something?
I believe so, because mine does.
Oh, fun. Okay. So cool. So what got you into Lego in the first place? Is this like a thing from back when you were a kid, or?
Well, so that's the thing. It's because I can't blame my dad for this. It was self-deprived.
Okay.
I would see like a Lego Star Wars set or something, and I'd be like, Dad, I want that for my birthday. And he'd be like, all right, but it's expensive. So you can either get that or you could get more presents. And I obviously picked more presents.
Right. Well, because who wouldn't?
You're right. So, yeah, I went like most of my life. The only like Legos I ever had was like occasionally like some little like loose, just build whatever you want kind of thing that they have.
Yeah.
And then I had the Bionicles. If you remember those from back in the day. Like I had those, and I only got those because my dad got them on discount. Like I had the whole little set.
I think I do remember them vaguely, but I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so like I went like 20 years without building a Lego, and then I was like, they put out the Lego Batmobile, and I was like, I sat down and I was supposed to do that like for a couple hours every day just to relax, and I ended up doing it all straight through.
All in one sitting, okay.
Yeah.
Was it election day, though? That's the question.
No.
Okay.
Wasn't election day. And then they came out with the Lego Batwing last year, and I got that right away.
Nice. So
and
you're
that's
a
when
Batman
I was,
fan.
and that's when I was. Yes, I am a huge Batman fan.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I actually have in the living room. There's the whole like TV stand is filled with Batman figures and my Lego sculptures for the Batmobile and the Batwing.
So what you're also saying is that you're single. No, I'm just kidding.
No, my girlfriend's very supportive of it, actually.
I've met her, and she's awesome, so, okay. Anyway, I think that goes without saying, just in the fact that she lets you
yes,
put everything in the living room. But, okay. All right, what am I missing? Oh, okay, I did that. Okay, cool.
So then we had the Batwing, and I was doing it here at the desk, and I was just like, I could do this. Like, I could just do this every week. Oh my god, now he's not scary. He looks normalish now. He has the eyes, and he's creeping me out a lot less.
So, was there a moment that you realized that you are a responsible adult, and now you have your own disposable income that you can just go and do whatever the hell you want with it? So, damn it, I'm just going to go buy some Lego stuff?
Pretty much, I was like, yes, Dad, it's either this or heroin. So
That's a good choice.
I made the better choice.
You did, and I for one am proud of you.
Thank you.
But okay. So I know you do not have kids currently, and I'm not judging. But my next question has to be, when you do have kids, are they going to be allowed to play with your Legos?
They will have their own.
Okay. And they will know not to touch Dad's ever.
You do not touch the built $100 plus Lego sets. If you want an expensive Lego set, you can have it, but that's the only gift you're getting for your birthday.
Or you can have more presents.
Exactly.
That's right. So, yeah, I have to admit, I almost threw up into my mouth a little bit when I ordered an $80 Baby Yoda Lego set. Just because, dang, dude. But
it's a nice Baby Yoda.
I have to say I've been very happy and satisfied with my.
It's a very solid Baby Yoda, though.
With my purchase.
And his mouth moves, and his ears move.
It does. Isn't that the cutest thing?
And the arms don't move, but the hands do.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm at the hair part here, too. So, but I think my hair was far less involved than yours was, because I think I just finished the hair. Now I have to do the arms.
That's fine. Mine was just 8 little, talon things in clips. So,
you know what? I'm going to get out my secondary tray here, because these next steps involve a lot of different pieces. So, do I need... Okay, I don't need that. But I do need... And like I said, I'm down to the point where there's just a few things in this tray, but they all look just enough alike to screw me up. Because I do need that. I do need that. And I have the memory of a goldfish, so I don't even remember when I've picked out pieces and put them in the tray. So that's definitely a handicap for me. But okay, and there's that, okay, and that, and then I need one more. I think that's it, and I think that's all the pieces that I need. So that's good. So okay, but one thing that I guess you can call it an advantage that you have over me is that you attended VidCon not too long ago. I wonder if you could. Vid Summit. Okay.
Sorry, there is a difference. One's to learn, the other one is to. I don't even know what the other one is for. VidCon's to go meet YouTube stars or something like that.
Oh, okay.
There is some business aspect somewhere, but they cost way more money than I can probably ever get.
So you attended the one that was more for creators and to learn creation tools and stuff like that.
Yes, exactly.
I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about that, because it sounds like a really fascinating weekend.
Also, not just a weekend, it was a week. It was 4 days during the week, yeah.
Oh, no kidding, okay.
Yeah, so it was... I mean, you definitely get what you put into it. It's...
Mm-hmm.
During the day, there are a ton of different classes you could go to. Different talks. There's parts where you come together and they have everybody in one large group, and speakers would come up. They had Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon.
Oh, nice.
Then there was the guys who ran it, Sean Duras, Daryl Evans, and Mr. Beast.
Okay.
So they would come up, they would talk, they would do different things. But the main thing comes down to it's the networking, really.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's the thing that they just throw at you the most. It's you're here to learn, but get to know these people in the room with you. Well,
yeah. I mean, because
yeah,
they're
exactly.
all in the same business.
Yeah, exactly. They're the ones you can collaborate with. You can bounce ideas off of. They're there have been $1 million ideas made in these hallways.
Mm-hmm. And you can not only bounce ideas off of people, but you can pitch ideas, and
exactly.
And a different creator can be like, you know what, I tried that. I thought it would be as awesome as you thought it would be, and it turns out it wasn't so much. So you can definitely help each other out. Now, when it comes to a community, like I have a working theory that all podcasters are just, a big brother and sisterhood, all, pretty much working together. Like there's no real, I don't consider any other podcast out there competition, using air quotes, because like I figure, we're all in this grind together. So, we may as well have some fun with it, help each other out as much as possible. I will talk about podcasting for literal hours. Like if anybody ever wants to hit me up on DMs, like, and just ask questions about podcasting, I am happy to chat with you for many days, just about podcasting. So have you found a similar environment in the YouTube creation community?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure this is the same in the podcast community, but it's like mainly like you're in kind of where you like your niches, like there's a tech community, there's a makeup community kind of thing. Like, so the tech community, they're all pretty good about, sticking together, helping support each other, calling each other out when needed to be. There's nobody that's like you might have your personal goal, like you want to do, like hit something or do something like that person, but you're never like sitting there like, oh, I hate Marquez. Like, you're not like, I got to do better than Marquez. Like, no.
I mean, honestly, how could you hate Marquez? I don't know if you've ever met him, but he's a decent dude.
Like, I have not had the opportunity to meet Marquez.
I have only met him for like, I want to say maybe a minute in passing at a Motorola event here in Chicago. And it was just like, hey, I like your stuff. And,
which that's surprising himself, because him traveling doesn't happen too often.
This was many years ago.
Okay.
So, but yeah, he's a very decent dude. So anyway, please do continue, because can't find one freaking piece again.
The piece.
So,
yeah, I mean, so yeah, I'm pretty familiar with like the tech community. I haven't jumped too much into the Lego community yet.
Okay.
So far, like, the people that follow me on Instagram, they're very supportive. They seem. I do believe it's kind of the same thing. Like nobody's out to get anybody else. It's all, let's all grow together.
Well, yeah, and I think especially in the Lego community, based on, what I've read about and what I've seen, I have a very tangential interest in the Lego community, but like from what I've seen, it seems like you have to be a pretty special kind of nerd to be into Legos. Like, and that just seems like the kind. Oh, it was behind the box the whole time.
No.
It seems like you have to be a special kind of nerd, and it seems like that would be the type of thing that you all would just kind of like come together on, because like that you all share that trait, and that's awesome.
Yeah. I agree. It takes a special kind of nerd to build Legos.
Well, especially in like knowing how the pieces all work together, and I just dropped one of my fingers. I'll be right back. So at this point I should, oh wait, I found it. Okay, I was gonna say I should ask you a question, like, so that I can let you pontificate while I search, but as it turns out I found it pretty quickly, so
all right.
That's good. But yeah, I mean it seems like
Did you hold on, look at your camera and tell me you didn't just do that on purpose?
What? Do what on purpose?
The Lego cam.
The Lego cam. What did I do?
He's like side-eye looking back at the camera. Like this is an episode of The Office.
He's like photobombing my,
he's just
my
like,
Lego cam. Oh, that's funny.
Like Jim right there just looks dead at the camera.
I didn't even notice that. But yeah, he is kind of doing that, so I like that. I did not do that on purpose. I wish I had that creative genius at my disposal. So okay, so this goes here, and then here. I'm in the home stretch here, people. This is exciting.
There we go.
I'm excited. Can you taste the excitement? And then what? This goes on like so, and then this goes on to this arm here. Just like that. Oh, wow. This is like all manipulatable and everything. That's kind of fun. All right. Oh, we're on to the legs. Okay. And I like how in the book they've got him giving a thumbs up. I don't know if you can see that, but like, yeah,
Oh yeah, you can do a thumbs up. There
you
we
can
go.
do a thumbs up. All right. I gotta get my chair.
Mine
back.
has like a worried face. I don't think he can give a thumbs up.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah.
It's like, maybe.
All right. So 1, 2. So we're going on his back here, and we're doing a 1 and a 2, and then we got legs going in like that. Okay. Another one. We're almost there. This is so exciting. And then we need to build shoes. Okay. So we need, we need 1, 2, 3, 4. This is great radio. 5, 6. So, I mean, we should probably start wrapping things up because I am literally in the home stretch here. So,
All right.
What do you think? What's your next goal for your channel? What are you looking to accomplish here? I mean, if you don't mind sharing, too many,
Oh no.
intimate
So
details.
we're looking on the BenderTube side.
Yeah.
We are looking to get a basic. Oh, no, that's not a basic. An in-depth series of Echo device setup guides.
Nice. Okay.
So, you start out with all the different products that they have available right now.
Which is a ton.
Yeah. I mean, you have 3 different Echo shows. You have
Yeah.
2 different... You have the Echo and the Echo Dot, and then the Echo Studio.
Okay.
So that's 6 devices right there.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the Flex for the bathrooms or whatever.
Flex!
Kitchen, bathroom. Yeah. So there's 7.
Okay.
So you start out with like all those, how to get those set up. Because they all have their own different way, because they're special.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, like just kind of like the basics again, it going. How to link your music services, your smart home services. If you have a device that you can, what does it have? It has the Zigbee. Does it have a Zigbee hub or a Z-Wave hub in it? I can't remember. It's got one of those, and it's how to set up a device to that if you so are inclined.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that feeds you through just to get people up and going because
Yeah.
it
Well,
happens.
I mean,
yeah.
that's what do you think is like what do you think is the biggest hang up with people in adopting smart home stuff? I know I'm kind of transitioning here or kind of
I would say the biggest thing, and it's something that I try to avoid very often, is being able to only do things by voice.
Okay.
At no point in your life do you want to only be able to turn your lights on and off by voice. It is a convenience to be able to if you don't want to get up.
Wow.
But say your Echo loses internet connection, what, you're just going to leave the lights on all night?
You know what? Yeah, yours was a lot smaller than mine, but da-da-da!
There we go.
We are done.
We got them. We got them done.
Yeah. So I'll hold them up to the camera here. Hello.
Banana.
Banana.
There we go.
But yeah, there were a lot of extra pieces here.
Yeah. Well, yours,
Like-
because yours has 2 different builds, so I expected
Yeah.
yours was going to have more extra pieces. I don't know why there were so many for mine.
What am I supposed to do with all these extra pieces?
I don't know. I just keep mine in like an aspirin container.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. I'll go grab a pill bottle.
Yeah.
Don't you still have those left over from...
I donated a lot of those.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's funny. So, to people that don't know what we're talking about, pill bottles like medicine bottles were a very popular container in geocaching. So,
Yes.
and see, just like that, we brought it all the way around to the beginning.
Just like a
because
good stand-up special.
That is exactly how we do things here on the Benefit of the Doud podcast. So one time, I know you already did it once, but let's face it, it was 2 hours ago. So one more time, why don't you go ahead and give us all your stuff, pimp your stuff, and we can go ahead and wrap this puppy up.
All right. So for smart home and tech reviews, you can find me on YouTube, BenderTubeOG, and also on all social media, BenderTubeOG. If you guys want to catch my Lego live streams and speed builds, you can catch me also on YouTube. You're going to have to search that, though, Bender Builds Lego, and find me on any social media at Bender Lego or on Instagram, Bender.Lego.
And of course, links to all those will be in the show notes. Okay. And as for me, once again, my name is Adam Doud, also known as Dead Technology on Twitter and pretty much everywhere else on the social medias. And that is going to do it for this episode of Beyond a Doubt. And I would like to humbly thank Mike for coming on and talking with us and breathing heavily through this whole process. And
Sorry.
I wasn't going to say anything, but here we are. But no, I'd like to thank you for coming on and chatting with me and building a Lego set with me. And I look forward to building the other character when I come onto your show over at over at youtube.com/UFGLA256834-RSVP.
Or just search Bender Builds Lego.
Link in the show notes. And
Link in the show notes. There you go.
May I suggest you get a bit.ly address at some point? But anyway, for now, that is going to do it for this edition of Beyond a Doubt. I would like to thank Mike Hahn for coming on, and I would like to thank all of you for listening and for watching on the YouTubes. And as always, I would like to thank you for giving me the benefit. You want to finish it off, Mike?
Of the Doud.
Damn right. And I need to find my mouse so I can end the live stream. Okay, here we go. And